described as a true gadget girl. I want to talk gadgets with you.
Okay.
What are some gadgets that we're going to see in 2015 that you are really behind?
Well, I'm looking forward really to see how the whole smartphone thing, smartwatch phenomenon takes off. I mean, there's been, smartwatches have been around for a couple of years now, but it's yet to really be that wow factor. It's just been very gimmicky. I'm really looking forward to the Apple Watch that's going to be released early April, and why I'm really looking forward to it is to see whether they complete the ecosystem and give the consumer something, give them a reason to not be without that smartwatch.
Now, you said the smartwatch seemed quite gimmicky, and that's exactly what I thought when I saw it. There was nothing really that it was offering that your phone wouldn't offer. How do you anticipate that changing to be something that people actually want and need with them?
Well, the thing is, phones are becoming bigger, especially with the iPhone 6 Plus and the Notes and all of that. And the sales with Apple alone, last quarter they were the most profitable company in the world, and it was due really to the iPhone 6 sales.
Right.
And the iPhone 6 and the 6 Plus is quite a lot larger than the predecessor.
Yeah.
And that shows that people actually do like bigger phones. And obviously bigger phones, I mean, I also personally like it as well because it eliminates the need for me to carry an iPad now. I can pretty much do everything on that phone. So if you have a smartwatch, and that works really well with the phone, so there's no need to actually look at your phone anymore. So things like notifications, if you're expecting an important email, so rather than pulling out your phone to have a look, if you get some sort of a notification, it's just something to eliminate the need for you to take your phone out and look.
Yeah.
But again, it just needs to tie into your lifestyle and just add that little bit of value in that you can't not have it. And at the moment, like you said, it does seem gimmicky. There is no need to actually have it. And also, to be honest, the current smartwatches are out there. They look ugly.
Yeah,
they're
it's
not
something
exactly
I want to wear.
You want to wear. Whereas, when Apple released theirs, when we saw the prototypes and the launch, it actually looked gorgeous. So I think we just have to watch the space and see what happens. And the other trend, I think, in terms of gadgets, phones are just going to get bigger because obviously the new benchmark now is the iPhone 6 Plus. On the iPhone 6.
I wonder when they're going to stop getting bigger. Like, how big are they going to get?
I know, it seems like you're going back to 1999. Yes. Personally, I hope it doesn't get bigger than the 6 Plus, because for me that's the perfect size right now, although lots of males complain about it. They said they can't fit it in their pockets.
Do you want to know, my partner actually told me the other day he was going to have all of his pants tailored so his phone could fit in there.
I won't be surprised if that brings out a new line of fashion. But So yeah, for me that's as big as I think you should go with the phone. So phones definitely are getting bigger, and I think more of the wearable, not necessarily jewelry, but wearable gear and all technology.
Yeah.
But again, it needs to fit into the whole ecosystem. So it's pointless you having a wearable top, but it ties in with nothing else.
Yeah.
I've seen a few press releases from Ralph Lauren and all of them where they designing sportswear that will tie in with your running apps and all sorts of things. So I think if a brand or companies can get it right where they just fit that whole ecosystem, then we could see some good things happening and useful things.
Are we going to see more Google Glass in 2015?
I don't think so.
No.
I hope not, actually.
It was really popular.
It was really popular.
And then what happened?
It was too expensive, for one. I mean, the price was ridiculous. I think when Takealot brought it over here, it was even double the ridiculous price that it was. And it didn't, honestly, it didn't look nice.
Yeah.
You wear the thing and you walk out in public, I mean, you're just asking for
someone to take it from you.
Some negative attention.
Yeah.
We'll just leave it as that. Yeah, that's one of the things that people like to experiment and try out new things. Unfortunately, these sort of things come with a cost, and only companies like Apple and Google really can afford to take such a hit to prototype something to see whether it will actually work or not. I think wearable is the thing that everybody is trying to crack right now. So you probably will see quite a few things. I must say though, at the Consumer Electronics Show, I was following that. I didn't see many Google Glass equivalents. I did see quite a few wearable jewelry that was being showcased, and also baby wear. Okay. So monitors that you could stick on babies to determine their temperature and all of that. But I think everything needs to be taken in moderation, because there's also the human element. Again, you know, if with baby wearables, it's all good to just complement, you know, the overall well-being of your child. You know, if you just wanted that extra sense of measure, but it shouldn't deter a person from actually having that physical contact with somebody, because, you know, at the end of the day, if your baby is crying, go and look why your baby is crying. Don't just rely on the gadget.
Check the app.
Exactly. So people just need to find that balance there.
Yeah. Now, who do you think is going to crack the wearable technology market first? Who do you think is going to get it really right?
Well, I'm hoping Apple gets it right.
Yeah.
Well, they're one of the last to actually get into the wearable market.
Yeah.
So I think if they don't get it right, then everybody will need to go back to the drawing board and start relooking what they're actually trying to achieve with it.
Now, another topic I guess I wanted to cover with you is the fact that everything can be connected to Wi-Fi now.
Yeah.
And you're seeing it a lot overseas, you know, refrigerators that can order groceries for you, and home automated systems that you can control from your phone. Are we going to see more of that in South Africa, or is it too expensive?
It is quite expensive, and the other issue with that is, I mean, this is typical example is that I bought a house last year, so obviously I'm looking at replacing appliances and getting things to match and all of that. So the thought of getting a connected fridge or stove or whatever is very, very appealing, but then it needs to be connected to something else. And then there's also the, you know, somebody's not going to just go and replace the entire kitchen with a whole lot of connected appliances. And then you also need the appropriate apps to be there as well. So at the moment, it's all very piloty. There were a few showcased at CES.
Yep.
But again, price is the issue as well. And then there's also warranty and all of that. So I think we will see it. There might be maybe one or two that will hit South Africa this year, but then it's not going to be something where you're going to have a substantial audience that are using it that will be able to give you proper feedback on whether it works. And then you also will be tied into a specific brand. I mean, some people will only buy Samsung or Miele or something, but then there's some people who might like, you know, Miele might have the best stove, but Samsung might have a better fridge, you know, so, and it's getting, you need to have those connected as well.
Right. It just seems like too many things that you have to connect.
It does.
But it is, I guess, where
it's going, but it'll probably take a bit of time to get there.
By when do you think we'll actually be there? How many years would we need, give or take?
With connected appliances, I would say probably 5 years, to be honest, for it to be proper mainstream. Again, it's something like, you know, when the first HD TV came out, it was really expensive and not everybody had it.
Right.
Whereas now it's the norm. So it's one of those things as well where how much are people willing to pay to be the first to have it? And to pay 60,000 Rand for a fridge, I don't think it's top of the priority of most South Africans.
Lynette, thank you so much for joining us.
Likewise. Thanks for having me.